All right, my man, state your name. Let them know you on Nicovelli TV.
Big June Bug, man, coming from New York. You already know. New York fan, Knicks for life, baby.
Okay.
Um,
Now you, Knicks
so
got
proud of
bumped.
what we did this season, of course. You know what I'm saying? A little disappointed with the playoffs, man, but
Talk to me about that. I mean, we did make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, first time in
Who knows?
how many?
Like
8 years.
8 years.
8 years. We got a win too with it, so that was pretty good as well. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Uh, as far as Randall, I do think he was burnt out. But you know what I'm saying? As professionals, man, I think that you still got to dig deep. You know what I'm saying? As all the good players do, like LeBron and all that.
now when you say he was burnt out,
Yeah,
do Tom Thibodeau get the blame for that?
a little bit, but I wouldn't say so much because it's still on the players, man. Like you still got to dig deep and fight. Like look at Derrick Rose, man. Man been in the league for umpteen years, man. You know what I'm saying? And that playoff, what he showed me there, he showed me that it don't matter. If you're that type of caliber player, you could pull in deep, man, and pull that shit out, man, because he was coming. He brung his A game.
So are you
for the
saying
Lakers.
that Derrick Rose has something that Julius Randle don't have?
Yeah. Right now, to me, how that playoff look, I think what it is with Randall is it was script. It's like a script. They knew how to play him already. You're gonna keep going left. It's the only way you're gonna go. You can dribble all you want. All you gotta do is stand on the left hand side. You already know he's coming left. You got three people. Why are you dribble into a triple team? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what's Randall's problem is. I don't understand. Like, he get the ball. Sometimes he get a little lackadaisical too. Sometimes it's with the passing. Sometimes he get easily stripped. Like he doesn't pay attention. Sometimes like his focus goes away during the game.
Right.
And then I seen it even more in the playoffs. It's like he went from here to here. That drop off was like crazy. You know
So
what I'm
could
saying?
it be that he has no playoff experience?
It could, that's another thing too. That's another thing too. But I don't see how.
His game
the
shouldn't.
momentum is so high going into the playoffs that it just drops like that, dramatic. You know what I'm saying? You know they're going to triple team you. If you know that, looking for the open shooter. Don't wait till you get into that triple team where you got arms all over it. Then you can't see an open man. You know what I'm saying? You got to telegraph that. You know you're coming this way. They know I'm going to the left. They telegraphing my left hand so much. All right, let's do this. I'm going to think like I'm going this way. Once I see that, they waiting for me because they all looking at Julius. Once they waiting, get rid of that ball, man. RJ ain't show up neither, man.
Talk to me about RJ.
RJ ain't
Why
show
you
up
ain't saying
neither,
show
man.
up?
I think it was a lot of times, man, where he was settling for that jumper, man. He settles for the 3-point too much, man. You know what I'm saying? You somebody that's ambidextrous. You can go either way. Even though you're mostly left hand, but you can go to the right. You gotta make them pay every time you come down court, man. The defense to me was still good. But Trey Young was giving them problems, man.
Now talk to me about Trae Young, because this is what I found quite interesting.
Yeah.
The Knicks whooped on the Hawks all season long.
They to be honest, man, I gotta give Nate McMillan a lot of props as a coach. You know what I'm saying? Because he's seen what they did in the regular season, and he switched up the whole game plan. And it seemed like Tom Thibodeau never counteracted with a game plan to his. You know what I'm saying? And it just took them. They got that one win in the series, and it was, I don't know.
Well, I don't know if you was aware, but Coach Thibs got the award Coach of the Year.
Of course. I see that.
And maybe he put the ceiling for the playoffs and didn't look past, because that was the big talk.
Yeah, I think
the
I
Knicks
think
going
that's
to the
what it was.
playoffs, because that was kind of like our championship.
In a way, it kind of felt like as long as we make it to the playoffs, we won. Either way, which is true because you know what I mean. It took us a while to get back. You know what I'm saying? Like 8 years, man, to get back to where we at now. But I see a lot of good things happening. I see bright things. I hear a lot of talk on the horizon. I would love Damian Lillard.
I was about to ask you that.
Who
Now,
wouldn't?
if he was to come to the Knicks, who do you think they would let go for that man?
I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to get rid of some young pieces, man. I see probably Quickly going.
Don't say that.
Yeah, I see probably Quickly. Maybe they won't bring back Burks. You know what I'm saying?
And how you feel about Alfred Payton, man? Some say if anybody should go, His name has been
I
mentioned in the
I don't
trading
know
block.
What happened? He ain't showed either, man. In all season, he's been.
Oh, wait. I'm gonna have to give Alfred Payton a little bit of props, man.
Yeah. No,
Because
listen.
listen, he had his slums,
Yeah.
but he was out there on the floor. He had some good games too. Some feel that Alfred Payton brought us to the playoffs, and then Tom Thibodeau shitted on him once we got there. How do you feel about that?
I feel in the way he did because in this regular season he was relied on a lot because he was like the beginning. He was the starter, so he was relied on a lot more to keep Derrick Roseman down, to preserve him, just for that playoff moment. But I think that he was doing that until playoff time came and knew he was going to start Derrick Rose in place of him. You know what I mean? So.
All right. Now, speaking of Derrick Rose again, someone was upset with Tom Thibbs because they felt as if Tom Thibodeau should have kept him in the second unit.
With Derrick Rose?
Derrick Rose.
I think that spark off the bench is what we needed, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think that he should have kept him on the bench. To me, personally, I just think he should have still brought in, Peyton to for the early start. You know what I'm saying?
So you think if he would have started Peyton and had Derrick Rose come off the bench, you think the Knicks would have had a different turnout?
A little bit. It would have been better to me. I think a lot more too on instances for defense with Trae Young. I think we needed Ntilikina more. You know what I'm saying? Because of his length, because he could defend. You know what I'm saying? And probably even if you want him catch fouls as opposed to maybe Derrick Rose getting fouls or maybe a quickly getting fouls. Trae Young was he was like the most problematic piece in that playoff run. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, to me, it was something that with him, we couldn't contain him. Like, once we'll get to him, but once we let him get in the beginning, we was letting him get freely. He's doing it now with the Sixers.
Right.
He's doing it against them. They letting them get free. Once they let him get in that paint, it's either he can go in with the teardrop or he can pass it off to Capella. And that was another thing. I think that our big men were outmatched by Capella. Like, we really needed Mitchell Robinson.
I was about to say
we
that.
needed that.
So you think Noel's too small for Capella?
You know what? And another thing is that it's almost like Noel really didn't get that much burn. He was hobbled a little bit. He was injured. I give it up to Gibson because he definitely did his thing. I give Gibson props 100%.
Do you think Noel game was affected during the trash talking between Trae Young and all that? You think the Atlanta Hawks got in their head?
It was mentality too, and that's what they wanted to do. That's why they was taking shots, and dudes was trying to seem like they wasn't really thinking about that, but in their mind, it was on their mind. You know what I mean?
Okay. Now, real quick, we speak of Julius Randle momentum.
Yeah.
Going down.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Derrick Rose momentum? Comparing the D Rose from the beginning of the season to the playoffs.
D Rose was playing on a high all season, man.
See, I baited you for that. I wanted
all season.
The reason why I asked that because all the hype was around Julius Randle.
Right. But see, Derrick Rose is a vet, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had the most playoff experience on that team. You know what I mean? So I already knew when it came playoff time, he was going to be all right. He did his thing. But you can ask for so much to do of a person, man. You know what I'm saying? As you see with LeBron James and the Lakers, where they at? Home right now, too.
Right. And when we speak of Immanuel Quickley, man. Immanuel Quickley, man. His floater is sick.
Yeah.
But I still think he got some work to do when you compare his floater with Trae Young's.
Yeah. I think he hasn't mastered it yet. He got it. He know what he wants to do. He hasn't gotten it yet. Hasn't clicked in for him. So he's gonna get it though, man. A couple more years. We don't have to trade a piece or two. It depends on what free agency look like, and then we'll see what it's gonna look like next year. Our lineup or whatever like that. But right now I see bright things, man, for the Knicks, man.
See the bright things. So how many key players do you think the Knicks need to turn something around?
I think we need about 2. And I don't know what happened to that overseas player we were supposed to got by the time the playoffs hit, man. I don't know what happened.
Who you talking about?
The Spanish dude. They played for what's his name? I was just reading on him. He plays shooting guard, point guard for the team. He plays overseas, but the boy is good. I'm telling you. You see what Campazzo is doing right now for is it Denver? Denver. You see what he's doing right now for Denver?
Right.
That's the type of player this guy is. Like, he can shoot the three. You feel what I'm saying? He can drive. He can control the ball. He know how to do the point guard, and he know how to do all that.
Okay.
But we were supposed to get him for the playoffs, and I don't know what happened, man. It's like it didn't go through or whatever. So,
All right, but the main player you want to see come to the Knicks is
Damian Lillard, of course, man.
all right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I give up the farm for Lillard, but we got a lot of cap space too. We got a lot of money, so it remains to be seen. You know what I mean?
All right, and that's what it is, man. It's my boy Junebug on Nickavelli TV,
Sure.
man. And you know, it ain't over till it's over, New Yorkers.
That's right, baby. We be back next year.
And we out. Peace.
All right.